happy readers, my name is Liz and today we're going to be talking about the Decatur Book Festival. Every year at about this time there's a thing called the Decatur Book Festival every year in Atlanta. A bunch of great authors come and they talk about their books and their series and what they're doing next. This year I got to go on the two big days, Saturday and Sunday, and today we're going to talk about Saturday. All the panels I went to were for young adult fiction, and so the first one I got to go to was called The Past and Future Loves, and that is Myra McEntire and Beth Revis.
I'm definitely not qualified to write very sciencey kind of books. In school, I could write some essays and draw and paint and stuff like that, but when it came to math and science, I was like, no, I can barely add. And so I started writing this science fiction, I was like, what the heck am I thinking? So for me, it was a lot of researching what's possible now, and then why we don't have some of the stuff that we want to have. So for example, the first chapter, Amy is cryogenically frozen, and we don't have that right now. And so what I had to do was research why we don't have cryogenic freezing now, which is because cell walls burst. And then because it's science fiction, I get to make up the stuff that makes it work. So in mine, I just invented some blue goo, and I'm like, hey, cryogenic's working now. That worked out really well.
For me, I did not intend to write time travel at all. And then I asked one question, like, what is that guy in her bedroom? And I was like, what is it? And so Morgan Freeman and Through the Wormhole became my best friend, and I've watched all of them. Unless there's never an audiobook, I have asked Egmont to contract Morgan Freeman to read the voice of a 17-year-old girl, because I think Morgan Freeman could do it.
The second panel I went to was for Lisa McMann's Crier's Cross. She read out of her book and talked about how awesome it was, and about other books and like what influenced these books, and like a lot of authors talk about how like a dream or something their kid said, or that kind of stuff, and she was talking about how her son, I guess, influenced this book a little bit, and that was pretty cool. The third panel I went to was for Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. She did a bit of a kind of a stand-up type thing. I swear young adult authors, me and my friends were talking about this weekend, but they could double as stand-up comedians because Libba Bray is hilarious. She just told like stories about when she was in middle school and trying to get guys.
So I was not such a success with a gentleman, and which was a shame because at 15 I was totally boy crazy. And my opening line tended to be something like, "So do you like Pink Floyd?" Really? Good job. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just everybody likes Dark Side of the Moon. So you can see that I was wildly popular. And anyway, so I always had these crazy schemes about how I was going to meet boys because I was such an idiot and I was so bashful around them. And so one time, we were at the Holiday Inn pool, which is where we would go to kind of hang out. And so we're lying there. Now, as you know, I wear glasses. I am blind as a bat. And so I am lounging on the lounger with, oh, bye. It was so brief. And with Eleanor, and all of a sudden she like you can feel the electricity because boys come in, like 4 guys come in, and they're like probably high school juniors or something. You can feel like the seismic tremors that accompany, like, they're not 15, they're not 16, they're probably like 17. And they come in, and I swear it's like there's a wind machine. It's like testosterone coming in.
And you know how most authors, they'll be like, oh, this is what my book is about. Instead of that, she did a Mad Lib, and so we had to, guess what things to put on there, and it was great and hilarious. I was about to stand in her signing line to get Beauty Queen signed and never got the chance to actually get it signed because I really wanted to go see Lauren Myracle talk. Lauren is definitely one of my favorite authors this year. She talked about how a lot of her books have been banned and how she is now like on the #1 list of most banned books at the moment, at least. She just told all around great stories and explained her book so well, and she just had it and everything.
So I was out, I'd gone out here on Saturday to get some work done or something, and I came home and Mirabelle was 6 and ran up and said, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy!" And then she, was so overcome by the story that she couldn't go any further. And so my husband Jack said, take a breath. And so she took a breath, and Jess said, okay, tell the story. So Mirabelle told me this story, and I'm going to give you Mirabelle's rendition, including how she said, Mommy, first there was a bird. And then Louie saw the bird. And Louie crept up to the bird, and then she's kind of squinted because Louie only has one eye. And Louie went to the bird like this, and Mommy Louie got the bird, and then the bird was like, ah, 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 and I said, Daddy! And so Daddy came, and he made Louie go away, but the bird, and I said, but Daddy, no, the bird. And so Daddy picked up the bird, and we moved the bird over into the grass, and then Louie ran away, and then I saw Pat and Steve, and I went to talk to them, and then I looked back over, and the bird flew away. And that was her story. And I said, oh, yay, Myracle, you saved that birdie's life. You stepped in and saved that birdie's life.
A funny story about standing in line with her for the signing. I went up there and I was like, yeah, so I did a video about this book. And she was like, oh my gosh, that was you. That's so great that you're 15 and you're so young and da-da-da-da. I'm 23. And it was great because she was just like, yeah, but the point is you're young and you're energetic. And I was just like, I took it as a compliment, but I thought it was hilarious that she thought that I was 15 because a lot of people were like, yeah, you look like you're younger, like you're 17 or something. And I'm just like, okay, I can kind of get that. This hair, what is this? So on Saturday I got to meet a lot of good authors and a lot of good bloggers and just a lot of amazing people that I want to be friends with forever. The next video I will do for the Sunday day of Decatur Book Festival, so until then I hope you have a great day and keep reading.